Well, there just seems to be nothing that phases my first guest. He's always smiling. He's got a very good reason to have that big, broad grin on his face because he's got a very smart horse in his care. The gentleman in question is Charlie Pollicina, and I caught up with him prior to his commitments at Club Menangle tonight. Well, Charlie, congratulations. It's been a wonderful ride you're enjoying at the moment.
Mike, it's been a great 12 months. We bought this little horse and we've had a lot of fun with him. He's relishing racing on the big track. He's getting better and better every week, and we're just looking forward to tonight and further on from that.
They're unfazed is the horse in question. He's a 5-year-old and is enjoying his best season.
Yes, he took a while to hit his straps. He had a few little niggling problems, but he seems to be right now. A lovely horse to work with. He's quite versatile, although we've been driving him as a sit and sprint horse. Will come the time when we'll go forward with him, and I think he'll be just as good.
Wonderful story so far. How did it all begin?
It began a couple of years ago. We got badly flooded where we were over at Londonderry. We basically lost everything in the house, and we rebuilt. We got an offer to sell, and we took the offer. We moved over to Spring Farm. We had a little bit of money left over, and my wife said, "Why don't you buy yourself a nicer horse?" And I found him that night, and I said, "This is the one." And haven't looked back.
Charlie, what a wonderful wife.
She's a wonderful wife. That's why her name's on first.
Now, Charlie, you've only been a hobby trainer for most of your career. Commenced in 1984. You only had about 8 or 9 winners up until the time Unfazed arrived on your doorstep.
Yes, battled along with hand-me-downs and some slow horses that were cheapies most of my career. Early on in my training career, I did race, and a lot of them were in my father-in-law's name, so I did have a few winners that didn't count to me, and that being Terry Kelly, who is a big influence in my life and my training career. This horse has come along, and I'm enjoying racing at Menangle every week.
You certainly are, and no doubt Unfazed is enjoying it too. You described your horses as hand-me-downs, but you've had a couple of nice ones.
A couple of nices. I had a nice trotter a few years ago. He won four at Harold Park. Also had a nice horse that I bought from Tasmania, just a little cheapie, but he ended up doing a real good job for me, and then he got claimed by Joe Connolly, and Joe won half a dozen races with him, a horse called Mr. Magic Man, and a couple of other little handy horses along the way.
Now, apart from harness racing, you do work full-time.
Yeah, I've got a full-time job. I'm a facilities manager for a company called Pro Group, and we look after government contracts, and so that fills my day. And I do my horse before I go to work. I'm stabled over at Paul and Gavin Fitzpatrick's, and they've been wonderful help to me. If I need any help with feeding up of an afternoon, they always do it. And if I've got an important meeting of a morning, they always put him on the jogger for me. So I really appreciate the help.
And Gav's had certainly a wonderful association with this horse.
Gav's won 4 on him, and Gav knows him like the back of his hand. And I'm sure he'll do a good job again tonight.
The association with the Fitzpatrick, no doubt, has been a big influence on your career. And you did have your career halted a bit with health issues.
Yeah, I had some health issues about 4 years ago, hence I stopped training and handed the horses to Nathan Turnbull at the time. But I'm 100% now, and really enjoying my time working the horses.
What about driving? You've given that part of the industry away at this stage?
I have at this stage. I may renew my licence just to drive in trials and maybe the occasional drive here and there.
You mentioned the flooding, the industry, along with everyone else, but there's so many stories in the harness racing industry of people just being flooded out, as you were, the Randos, the McDowells. The stories are just endless.
It's devastating, and you really don't understand it unless you've lived through it. Wading through water and trying to carry your few possessions that haven't been wrecked is something that traumatises you for a long time. It took me a long time to get over it, or all of us a long time to get over it, but it's sort of life's better now that we're away from it. But your heart goes out to anyone who's got to live through flood conditions, because they're never the same. Even when it starts to rain, it's just a sprinkle, you're starting to get nervous, and it's really touching.
Well, Charlie, at the moment you're enjoying a wonderful association with Unfazed. Keep up the good work, and let's keep seeing that big smile.
Thanks, Mike, and thanks for the interview, and good luck tonight.